Well, I haven't been that hard at it, but I've been hard at it. Pulled some doors off of this 720. I pulled the guards off. The guards are really knackered. The lower apron and the whatever that's called is knackered. Well, actually, that's salvageable. Now, the only reason I ever kept this truck diff is because A, I hadn't cut the diff off yet, and B, I want to keep some of these I-beams here, nice heavy steel to make some pullers out of, you know. So yeah, that was the idea with that. Anyway, but yes, now I've fucking stripped it of all I want to take out of it for the minute, or that I'm able to for the minute. And the idea is take the SD20. Well, it's supposed to be a 22, but that fuel pump's a late 23 pump, or 23, 25 pump. These things, traditionally, on the other SD22s that we've had in the past, I guess you call them a rack pump, piston pump, load compensating pump, I don't know. Different. Same as your SD33. So SD22 and your 33 are the same engine, just with extra cylinders, or less in this case. And they had a butterfly, because you worked off of vacuum pressure because it's a vacuum diaphragm, but this does not have. This is the same as the SD23 and SD25. So I'm a little bit miffed. You know, it says 22 on there and I can't find the engine number in amongst all the crap and spider webs to confirm that it's a 2.2 litre. So yeah, I'll take the engine out, take the gearbox out, drive shaft. I already robbed the diff out for another four-wheel drive. Clutch master cylinder looks new, so I might flog that out. Brake master cylinder, I'm not tending really to worry about that, although I want the booster, so I might take the master cylinder out anyway. Radiator's good, 3-core radiator. That has actually already got a home in the orange 720 if I ever feel up to doing that, because I wanted that root head. Maybe take some of the air conditioner gear out and throw that in the shed, because the other 720s I got here, be it that one or the other single cab in the shed or the single cab 4-wheel drive over there, do not have air conditioning. So if nobody harasses me, I'm going to pump the tyres up because they're flat, get my push-pull bar and hook that to the nav, take it over and pressure wash the engine bay so I'm not working in spiders, and then push it onto the concrete, take the fuel tank out, which has got half a tank of diesel in it, mind you, take the engine out on the endless chain that's just hanging up there. I can just get to it if I open both doors around that tractor. For this scenario, it might be a bit different if you're working on your Pride and Joy. And then pull the engine out and possibly put it in there, because the engine that's in there has no head. I'll show you. So yeah, this was another unicorn that I found. I mean, 4-wheel drive, dual cab, but it's pretty rough. No, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to fucking make it pretty. Sound pretty, I should say. It's pretty rough. So it looks like it never had coolant in its life. And see, I pulled the oil cooler off the side here because the mechanics broke the bolts, right? I got the bolts out to get the oil cooler out. And I haven't got that one out. That's what they broke off in there. I never tried. I just got the cooler off of that bolt and another one out that they broke. So as I could see the Welsh plugs internally, and yeah, I don't think it's ever seen coolant in its life. So the guides for the pushrod holes, not the guides, but the pushrod sleeves in the head rusted away. And the head went down to a cylinder head place, and I asked for it back, and when I bought the ute, and the message never really got through, because I figured I could either machine up my own or potentially buy some and press them in myself, but the head never came back. And they're like, oh, it's screwed anyway, what do you want out of it? Well, you know, like valves, springs, Yeah, and that's really all that would have come out of it that would have been any good. Hey, it's about to rain. Now I've been batting on about this the last few days. Finally, it might be here. So anyway, they do call me Dan Dan Datsun Man, and this is why I get all these unicorns and shit. I call them unicorns because some of this shit's hard to find. And then the people that have them don't want to let them go. And then you get them when they're in states like this for nothing. Or next to nothing. So this one would have been silver once, and it's going to need some fixing up. It's got little bits of rust and whatever, and I guess I'm just going to have to fix it up and do my best. And I've got some spare parts seat wise. This one does have the 5-speed, being that it's a full drive. And it's 84 or 85. Actually, I tell you a lie, I think it's 85 because it's got a fully chrome bumper and the late dash. So that's the bumper. These go plastic in 84 with a chrome stretch in the middle, which is what this is. So yeah, which you can't see because that's the front bumper off of this one behind me, and bull bar all mangled and knackered. And this old girl up here in mine, she's 84. Obviously the bumper's gone to accommodate the bull bar. And I've got, these are the rims off of that white ute down there. So my other ones are getting repaired. The leak around the bead, so the rims are getting fixed up. But my silver ones, like the two here that I do have, won't fit on the front of that ute to move it because they won't fit over the hub. These are cut out a little bit bigger. So in 84 they were silver, 84 and before. They were silver with a smaller hub on them, or smaller centre I should say. And 85 when they brought out your 2.2 litre in here instead of the L18 like this one. In a nutshell, yeah, bigger centres because they had a bigger front hub on them. So yeah, that will always fit on the back, like yeah, but you know, I'll show you this L18 while we're here. Okay, that's your L18. We've got another one at the farm that belonged to my uncle, or still does. He's still alive, obviously. That doesn't get driven. It's in hibernation with a 2.2 litre in it. Same block, different crank throw, different rods, different pistons, different head. Essentially, difference between the L and the Z. And the fact that the Z head's crossflow. Not like these. But yeah, there you go. There's 7 minutes of bullshit for you. I hope you enjoy.